I think I'm live, only about 20 minutes late. I got caught up in doing something, but then again, no one watches me anyway. Um, Let me check something out real quick. Oh boy. Yeah, heck, I'm I'm live. Oh boy. Okay. Here's what happened today, Hack. We're trying to do a hangout in StreamYards, Charles and I, and it says he used up all his hours. He's not using 20 hours a week. A month, right? I mean, 20 hours. We do an hour a week. You get 20 hours a month, right? And I couldn't do anything with my channel, but I'm shared with him. I mean, I get permission, but I can't access everything in my account when I'm still sharing with him or he shared whatever. So I had to delete all that. And I'm able to stream now, but I couldn't until I deleted his thing. I don't know. It's just very weird. And no one's using 20 hours. The only thing I can figure out is, hey, Paul, the only thing I can figure out is, when we're doing those shows, I upload those videos and they must be counting those in. I'm downloading some of those videos. Maybe they're totaling. I just can't believe they're totaling 20 hours a week. I mean, a month rather. Hey, Janice. And I don't know. So, but we were having problems. We're going to probably do. He still can't. We still can't set up anything on his end. I don't know what his date. The 26th, I think his end date is, or where it starts over again. So this week we'll probably do EV Mux. Yeah, we were practicing there earlier, but but no one's hitting 20 out. I don't understand it unless they're, like I say, I might have 6 or 8 videos. Maybe not 8, but 6 count. I'm playing those the intro and the outro and all that stuff, and then whatever the dog videos. I'm assuming maybe that's adding up. I don't know, but I can't find any definitive answer to that because no one's streaming or recording 20 hours a week or a month rather. We do an hour a week, but I must be adding that up some way or another. But and that's why I kind of scheduled this. I wanted to. There's Yubi. How you doing, Randall? That's why I wanted to check this out. And as soon as I separated from Charles' account. I deleted his, where he gives me permission for me to be a role, and I. But it's really strange when I go in there. It's not. I think it's working now. But on my account, it was saying Charles' name, and on his account, it was saying mine. After everything was deleted, everything was working right. But it was just very strange why it's doing this, and we're doing the free account obviously, and Charles getting ready to sign up for it. It's like $35 a month. Whereas EV Mux is like 19 a month, 228 a year, and you get way more. I mean, we're doing stuff in the EV Mux, and the video quality was much better, much better. Yeah, I hear you. And that's why I set it up. I need to do things more often. I very rarely do anything live on my channel. I very rarely, I hardly ever load any videos of late. But I think I'm gonna start doing something. Maybe weekly. But I just put all my efforts into Charles because it's doing so good. I mean, doing like I'm working on right now I'm working on actually I can show you. I'm working on I want to do a Cracker Barrel thing, but oh no. You know what I'm going to do? Shoot. I'm going to I'm going to use my face where I'm going to do it. I'll just show you a little. That's going to be my face on it when I'm done with it. I'm working on it. It's pretty close right there. So it's going to be, it's going to be that, but it's going to be animated when I'm done with it. Yeah, kind of working on that. I guess. Well, hold on, my glasses are. I might as well show. I might as well show the the Charvel. It feels like a Strat a little bit. It's in that. The Charvel San Dimas that's on loan from Frank C. Until when I croak, he gets it back. It could be tomorrow or 20 years from now. I don't know. But anyway, it plays good. It's just little. I'm assuming they're nines, but they feel harder than nines. But the action is fine. Oops. The action is fine. I like the action. It's fine right there. I had to lower the pickups. They were just too high. And it's good now. Real good now. Yeah, how was your gig there yesterday, you hack? By the way, let's see. Is my mic loud enough, guys? All right, let's see if I can. Let's see what happens if I. I think y'all can hear that. Where's my good pick? There it is. Y'all can hear that, right? I really like it. Just for whatever reason, the strings are hard. I mean, it's a Floyd Rose, which I need to learn how to use. But I'm assuming they're nines, but maybe they're not. I don't know. I need to ask Frank. Yeah, it must have been brutal. I bet you it was. Even though the weather was nice, but it was sunny out. I cut the grass yesterday. And even though it was nice out, I worked up a sweat. Is it too loud? Is my mic okay? You can hear my voice. Let's see if I can play a backing track and if I get the level straight. I'm not using the Rodecaster. It's for my main machine, which will be my main machine. And I'm getting a new mic. I don't like switching mics. And so I'm getting a podcaster for the Rodecaster over there. And this mic will stay over here. 'Cause I don't like using a USB mic because it too much auto adjusting in Windows on that Elgato Wave 3 mic. All right, let's see. Let me play my backing track. The thing I do all the time. Let's see. Where is it? What is it? What is this called? There it is. There it is. I think it's already queued. Oh, already queued up too. Yeah, let's do this. Let's go right there. All right. I think you guys can hear this if I play it. enough of that nonsense. All right. Uh-oh. I didn't mute my mic. All right. Let's see. Where are we at? Hey, Charlie. Wow. Paul, Lou, Hack. I have a total of 7 people in here. It's probably the most I had all year. Probably the only live stream I did all year. Not very many. That's fine. It's fine. But you can hear. I assume you can hear the guitar. And hey, there. I'm going to get a job at Cracker Barrel. Anyway, I guess it sounded okay. Oh, thanks, Charlie. I don't monetize. I don't do any of that. I haven't when I had a chance to do it, and I didn't do it. And now I don't even do enough videos. I don't get enough watch hours. And I just don't. I don't want to monetize. I don't want it to be like a job. You know, if I monetize, then I'll be, I'll be like, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that, have to do this, have to do that. I'm concentrating on Charles Green because he's a real good guitar player, and I like to see. Now he has no intentions of monetizing either, especially when he's doing a lot of all the stuff we do is copyright, and which is it's okay except for certain ones that you can't do any. AC, I'm afraid to say it. AC, what's that band? AC. He did that one a few weeks ago, man. They stopped it. We had to cut it out. We had to cut the whole song out, and they put it back up after we did that. But we lose when that happens. We lose the live chat, you know. But tomorrow, like this mic's going to stay over here. This is going to stay on my old setup. I had it on my Rodecaster, but I don't like using the USB mic. And so I'm getting a podcast, the Rode Podcaster tomorrow is supposed to be here. That will stay on the Rodecaster, and this will stay on my Personas right now. And I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to record. I mean, I can go from the outputs on my Personas to the inputs on the Rodecaster, so I can use my Helix Native. Well, I could do it on there too because I have it installed on there, but I have not set up Reaper to work with the Rodecaster yet. I haven't done that. Everything's working good the way I want it to. I'm afraid to start messing around with the Osseo driver because I got to do some changes, you know. And I don't mind doing stuff, you know, coming here. I still love the way the Helix Native sounds on here, but I'm using on the Rodecaster. I'm using that's my THR 10X. See, I got it, and it doesn't have the only out it has is headphones, but I got that coming out to a right and left. It's stereo there, but right and left mono coming in onto on the inputs 3 and 4 on the Rodecaster. It just doesn't sound. It sounds better when you use it as a audio interface then, because it has software, the THR-10X, Yamaha THR-10X, and it's got a gate on the software. But when you're using it alone, there's no gate on there, and it's just noisy. And oh, hey Jude, when are you leaving, Judy? What day are you leaving? Unless you left already, I don't know. I assume you were going too, right? To the wedding. Yeah, happy Labor Day. Thank you, guys. Wednesday. So you're not you're flying out. You're not driving with Jesse, right? Anyway, there's my new. I'm gonna have a Cracker Barrel video, but it's gonna be me. It's gonna be me when I'm done with it. That's what I'm working on. Yeah, very good. Flying. I haven't flown in 2005. We have not flown in 2005. But hopefully, when my wife gets her other knee fixed, which is 2 weeks from tomorrow, maybe we'll go somewhere. We haven't been on a vacation in 9 years. Can you believe it? 2017 or 8 years. Was it 2020? Yeah, we have not been anywhere in 8 years. Can you believe that? 8 years. Nowhere. Crazy. And we used to go to Ocean City quite often. Oh, there he is. Well, I don't think I don't I don't think what we would say would help. You know what, don't feel guilty about it. We only live once, like it's what I'm saying, especially at my age. That's why I got the Rodecaster. If you can afford it, get whatever you want. Who cares? Who cares what other people think? And that's a nice looking guitar. I mean, play it first, because that's you haven't played it, have you, Hack? You haven't played it yet, have you? All right, as I was saying, since Q is here, Charles and I were having an issue doing a hangout in StreamYards. We were on the free account, and it was saying that he used up all his hours. It was saying, me too. I don't do any streaming or recording. And 20 hours a month, we do an hour a week. There's no way we're using 20 hours a month, you know? And, but Charles, he gave me admin privileges on his channel. So I can I set everything up from here, but it wouldn't let me do anything on my channel. So I had to delete that. So I'm not an admin on his thing. Then my stuff started working again. But the weird thing, it was saying under my account, it was saying his name. Under his account, it was saying mine. So I don't know what's going on. They just StreamYard they changed when they sold out a couple years back. They're not like it's strange. So we're going to probably, I think his month starts over on the 27th, I think, September, if it's correct. So we might wind up doing EV Mux this week, just streaming through EV Mux to YouTube. I don't think it's be that much of a big deal. So, yeah. Yeah. Play that guitar first. See if you might not like it. Then maybe you'll love it and get two of them. No, I don't know. Not too bad. But we've been having some really beautiful weather out here. I mean, I, I haven't even stepped out the door. I haven't been out the door today. I've just been in here trying to figure this StreamYard thing out. And then we did a test thing in EV Mux earlier. Now we could do a hangout in StreamYard, just can't record anything or set up a live stream at all right now. I mean, I can on mine, but that's not going to do Charles any good. We want to go to his channel. So we'll have it all figured out by Friday. And thanks for I don't want to say it in here, but it was a good show yesterday, Quentin. And thanks for letting me in. Yeah, thanks for letting me in. And what you said was was very nice. I was going to message Hack that, but I haven't had a chance. So you can message him, tell him what you said. Just what you should do, unless you did it already, Quentin. Anyway, but I do like that guitar. Like I said, the only thing, the Charvel, it's just hard to do my bends on it for whatever reason. I don't know. I'm not used to anything with Floyd except for my EVH, which I probably played 10 times in a year I have it. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking all those videos we played, Hack, I'm loading them up directly, right? And some of them are download, and they could be. I can tell you how big they are. Some of them were. Some of them were Charles Lie. Let's see, just to give you an idea what some of them the show date. Or let's see what the 20. Let me see. We had. Oh, you know what? I think I deleted some of them. I did. Nope, I didn't delete that. Let's see how big that. Road Dragon, Jakey Lee. Let's see how big that was. Show more options. That was. They're not that big. That was only 100 megabytes. I don't understand. I don't understand. It just we're not using 20. There's no way we're using 20 hours. 20 hours a month when we do a show once a week, and I think Friday we were 15 minutes, 16 minutes over. You know, normally we're never over an hour. So I don't know what's going on. But and Charles is getting ready. They want $35 a month. I said, hold on, Charles. You can do EV Mux for $228 a year, $19 a month. That is, and you get way more. We were doing Hangout in there, and everything looked better. The video looked better. You're getting 1080. Here's only 720 unless you pay for it. You know, crazy. Hey, Rick, how you doing? Rick from Colorado. That's my siblings are on the way there. On the way there from my. Oh no, I'm sorry. Texas, not Colorado. She's from Colorado, but they're in Texas. No, never. It's never live. No. But we couldn't even set up. You know how you would go and, like, if you're doing a test recording or something in StreamYards, we can't even set up a test recording. But there's a thing on there. If you click the three dots on, like, past shows, it has the data. No, I mean, we delete everything's deleted. But we can get back in through that way to do a hangout. But you can't, there's no option to go live. Not on his channel. Not right now until he comes up after his month is met. You know, I think it was saying, see, when I was connected as a role on his, it was saying, for me, it was on the 6th. For him, it was saying the 26th of September. It just doesn't make sense. I don't get it. I think they're just trying to get you to join, you know, do a subscription with them, which is pretty darn low if you ask me. You know, of course, we know we can do, but the sound wouldn't be right. We could do go through OBS, but I don't know how his guitar playing won't come out right. I doubt very much. Yeah, it wouldn't work out too good. Because we could do a hangout. I could stream it from there, but I don't think the sound's going to be all that great. Not on his end. Like let's say if he did it, he don't use OBS. We have to do it on his channel, so we can't even. That ain't going to work. Yeah. But I hope everybody is having a good Labor Day. Nice to be off. Of course, I've been off for 5 years, so. But yeah, I do like the Rodecaster. And I haven't even delved into it. I just got things working. I'm afraid to mess with it. Got things work the way I want to, but I need to. The backing track, I'll put one backing track on it, but I need to edit it to make it shorter, which I can do it right from there. Well, I haven't done that today. Rick, are you still doing the same job you were doing a couple years ago? I think about working sometimes, getting a job, but then I wake up and come to my senses. I don't. Right now, I'm good. I don't need a job. Don't. I cut the grass, and then I'll be really busy taking care of my wife for the next couple months after her surgery. So I'll be washing clothes. I'll be making dinner. I'll be going out getting dinner. I'll be doing everything. And the only thing is we don't have a dog to take out anymore since my dog died. But I think depending how my wife heals up with this surgery, everything goes good. I think I'm ready for another dog. Took a while. She doesn't know that yet. I don't want her to know it. But we were watching. We watch a lot of car videos, car repair. This guy's a lot of people have dogs, but this guy, he has a Datsun. Oh my gosh, cutest thing. Really, really cute. And actually, Yeah, yeah, we go there. Yeah, we will. I'll be picking up from there. Um, but I now I lost my train of thought. What was I saying? Oh, um, yeah, I did. Yeah. Oh, there was a local person in the community here. I think a friend of hers was selling Datsuns, and they were like black and white, like they looked like a Dalmatian color. I've never seen a Datsun like that before. And but there was only three left. I think now it's only one left. But I can't do it until my wife heals up. But it was the cutest thing. And I don't know if they shed, because all the dogs we had, they were hyper. Then they never shed. We had Schnoodles. Oh, the one dog shed. Yeah, Dexter. Oh, it was horrible. But our Schnoodles never shed, and Scholar did not shed. Oh, I like a shih. I would a Shih Tzu. I mean, when I look at Bella, Judy, I mean, she is so small, and she's a really good dog. And I think Marga could handle her if she had to. Well, Marga, she's able to take Missy's dog out. She don't have no problem. Foster, but he's like a little 6 or 8 pound Chihuahua. But she couldn't. Scholar was 24 pounds, and she knocked my wife over. Yeah, that's a really good dog, especially for a girl dog. Yeah, and but some of those Shih Tzus can get pretty heavy too. You just don't know. They can get some weight on them, but we'll figure something out. It's just I miss now. My grass looks hasn't looked, not that it looks great, but it hasn't looked this good in since the first year I lived here. But I don't, I just kind of miss the dog, and I don't dislike cats either, but I don't know, I just like dogs. I was never crazy about cats until we were taking care of my daughter's cat. She was living with us for a while, a few years back, and this cat, when she was living, she was out on her own living at her house. She had dogs, so the cat stayed away from the dog. You never saw the cat, and and of course we had our dogs, so we kept the cat downstairs in the family room, and that cat would never ever go near me. I would go down on the computer, and I think the cat's name was Bam. He would come up on my lap and sat there the whole time, and I fell in love with that cat. But it didn't last. It got sick. Didn't last long. Yeah, yeah, it's in a yeah. Well, that's right. That's right, Rick. Yeah, I hear you. Either way, it's you got either way. If you clean it up from the house or outside, it still worked, but it don't matter. I don't mind. I don't mind. But you know, my wife, she's constantly watching dog videos, and she look at this dog, look at that dog, look, But I kind of put my foot down. We don't need another dog. We don't need another dog. But like I said, if she heals up good, yeah, I think I'm ready. But we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. But oh man. So I'm down about 50, maybe 52 pounds now, 53. And so far I'm doing it without getting those shots. I'm doing it on my own because I don't feel like spending $700 a month on and that's with my insurance on those weight losing injection shots or whatever. Yeah, it's nice when I can bend over and tie my shoes again. Kush man, it's the Kush. How you doing, Kush? Yeah, I Kush. We had an issue, Charles and I, with StreamYard, so that's why I'm doing a test stream. He gave me. I have permission to log into his account on his. He gave me permission, and both of us we couldn't get. We were in there today. We couldn't do a hangout. Wouldn't let us set up anything. we're on the free plan, which gives you 20 hours a month, and we we don't do anywhere near that. So I don't know what's going on. So it was saying on my account that I had to wait till September 16th, and on his account, I think September 26th. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. And I don't do any streaming. I don't do anything. I don't record anything on here. I mean, if I do, it's just a little short thing. I delete it. Anyway, I took myself off of his account. When I did that, everything's working normal for me. I could do a recording. I set up this up, so this is working fine. But he can't still do nothing on his account. Excuse me, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So we're gonna probably do stream through EV Mux this week. EV Mux, it works better. The camera, they can let you do 1080. It's just everything looks better. So we'll probably do that. Yeah, probably do that. But see, like that. See, that's a little carpet thing that Sandra Picorni sent me and Charles. And then I have a T-shirt. I had some T-shirts made up. I'm gonna send her one, order one, and send her one. Charles got. I sent Charles's T-shirt Thursday, and he got it yesterday. What's today? Oh, no, wait a minute. Saturday, Thursday. Yeah, like 2 days it took him to get it from Gettysburg, PA to North Carolina, where he lives. That's pretty cool. But we shall see. We shall see. Yeah, and if you're still here, Judy, don't say anything to anybody. Of course, Mark could be watching, so I wouldn't even know. So we'll see. Yeah. Well, I guess I guess I'm almost an hour now. 6:30. Oh no, that's right. I came 20 minutes late. I was working on a picture. But yeah, I'm just doing a test, so everything seems fine with me for now. So thanks for the. I do not have many people that come into my streams, but I have dedicated people, and I appreciate that. Thanks for coming in. So I'm going to end this stream. I'm thinking I was going to talk about gear and stuff like that. Well, I guess I did a little bit. I'm getting a Rodecaster Pod mic tomorrow, which that's going to stay on the Rodecaster machine over here. Here. It's there, and it's connected up to that white computer there. And there's a computer there. That's an i7 14 gen that Intel that I hardly ever use. And this is my 6-year. That's what I'm using now. My 6-year-old. Is it 6? I think it is 6 years, maybe almost 7. That I use most of the time, and it still does everything I want it to do. And then you can't see it, but behind the cup there, like that's my Mac Mini M1 that I hardly ever turn on. I hardly ever turn AM on, except for 2 of them maybe. I probably should sell some of them. But Charles is going to upgrade. Oh, I was supposed to send him something too. There's some good deals at Walmart. They had I'm watching. I watch this YouTube channel, Toasty Brothers. They build computers, then they sell them. But they'll buy stuff. They do different things. They'll buy stuff from Walmart, wherever, online computers. So they got one from Walmart, and it had really good specs, and they really liked it. It was really a good deal, like maybe under $1,100, I believe it was. And actually, it's got higher specs than what my computers do. And I was going to send Charles that link. It's an iBuyPower. And they use quality motherboards. I got the one I got. It's got a Asus motherboard, a low end Asus, but all my motherboards are Asus. All 3 of my Windows machines are Asus motherboards. But yeah, I said, if you had a problem, they give you 30 days to return it, and I think with iBuyPower, they give you a year return policy. I think you might have to pay for shipping. Can't remember. It don't matter. But I use that. I mean, I don't turn a whole lot, but I'm not having any issues with it. It's fine. Now I updated it several times, the BIOS, because of that. They had this issue with this i7 14 gen, but I don't use it enough. It's, the few times I've used it, it's fine. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to let y'all go because I think Ben Coons somebody's coming on 8 o'clock, I'm sure. Have a nice rest of your Labor Day weekend, and we shall see you later. Good night, ladies and gentlemen, and be safe. Excuse me. And as Charles would say, do something kind for somebody. And that is a good thing. Good night, everybody.